I'm Rose. I'm quite happy to be here. I've always wanted to perform at a hostel near the central station. And I'm really happy that you guys came through because that must have been quite a big deal. You know, you guys took time off from smoking crack to come watch us perform. I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, so I recently started doing therapy again. I've actually been going to therapy for the past 10 years and I'm still fucked. That's actually part of the reason why I started doing stand-up comedy, because I was like, I may as well make the most of my mental illness because there is no hope. You know, I gave up on that shit. My therapist is actually, she's a German chick. She's fine. But sometimes it can get a bit awkward because it looks like she's a bit too interested in what I'm telling her. Because it's clear that she's never heard some shit like this before, you know, like... One time during our session, she actually got up and went to the other room and came back with a bowl of popcorn. This is a bit unprofessional. But on the flip side, it means that my trauma is really giving. It's really entertaining, you know? Like, it's kind of a flex. I guess I'm going to be the cool kid at the psychiatric hospital. I actually have a very embarrassing confession to make. I'm not proud to say this, but I don't have a lot of female friends. And that's actually because I find most women annoying. And please don't take this the wrong way. One-on-one, women are great. I can have a conversation with a woman. But when women get in a group, they start doing this really annoying thing where it turns into a pity party. And they're just going like, oh, I'm gaining weight. I'm getting wrinkles. Why didn't he text me back? And it's just so irritating. Then they lie to each other on top of that. Like, oh no, girl, you're so beautiful. He doesn't deserve you. You can do better. And I'm just looking at them like, your friend looks like an overused beanbag. That's been sitting on the balcony for way too long. Like, why are you lying to her? Why are you setting her up for failure like this? Like, I think it's a bit toxic. So like in high school, I gravitated more to the boys' side of the school field because that's where the interesting conversations were happening, like intellectually stimulating conversations. You know, they're talking about stuff like criminal activities. You know, like I went to a mostly black high school, so they're talking about drug dealing. You know, credit card scams, how to build explosives. You know, in this day and age, you need to know how to pre-mix a Molotov cocktail. You never know what will pop off. And when I stuck around there long enough, you know, and I started to gain their trust, that's when I started to hear those juicy gay confessions, you know? Those guys coming out of the closet. And that's part of the reason why my gaydar is very well calibrated, and I can clock that shit from a mile away, you know? I know all the signs and symptoms of a closeted homosexual man. And I gotta say, ladies, some of the guys that y'all brought here, let's just leave it there. I just got here, I don't want to make it anyways. So yeah, let's move on. And to be fair, I find men annoying too. Especially these new guys these days from these dating apps, man. Like, oh my god. You meet the guy the first time and he starts trauma dumping. Start telling you all his childhood traumas. My parents beat me as a child. I was like, I just met you, why are you telling me this? And to be honest, to be frank, I don't think they beat you hard enough because why are you still a cashier? You should be a doctor, an engineer, a CEO, you know, like, because biblically speaking, that's why they said you should beat your kids so that they can get some discipline. So why are you still a loser? You know, I don't have sympathy. I really don't. Because every man I meet, I'm subconsciously comparing him to my father, because that's the first man I met on earth. And my dad is not the complaining type, and he went through some shit, you know, like, he immigrated to South Africa, where I'm originally from, when he was 15, on his own, in the 1960s. That was like the height of apartheid, where the police were shooting black people dead in the street. And he saw that, and he was like, oh, this is a great country, I'd love to move here, and start a new life. And you know, like, he built our house with his own hands. Whenever anything was broken, he fixed it. When he got laid off from his job, he started his own business. You know, he wasn't depressed and crying, you know. He was a doer. So these new guys these days that are wearing pearl necklaces, dangly earrings, doing their nails, wearing little handbags, no, I can't take them seriously, man. Like, ever since they outsourced the manufacturing of men to China, like, the quality is just depressed, man. Like, you know, flimsy. You get a boyfriend 1 year, after 1 year he breaks, you have to get a new one, like, I think it's these microplastics. They got some microplastics in their testicles, you know, like the testosterone level is not up to par anymore. And they don't even chase women anymore. Back in the day, men used to chase women, pursue you. You know, like, even back when Tinder started in 2014, I was one of the first people using Tinder. We still went on dates. I got dressed up. He got dressed up. We went to a fancy restaurant. He paid the bill in full. And after he paid the bill, I ran away and I blocked him. It was a great time, you know, that's what I'm saying. It was a great time dating back then. But nowadays, they want to take you on a walk in the park. Sir, do I look like a dog? And the sad thing is that women are accepting these things, these traitors. You know, because they're the reason why the value of pussy has plummeted. Man, pussy coin is down. It's a penny stock at this point, you know, like it's liquidated. Even men are getting pussies these days, so the market is saturated. The supply is high, the demand is low. So since I'm a business savvy woman, I got creative. I was like, no, I see opportunity here. So I think I'm gonna reconstruct my pussy and turn it into something profitable, like a parking lot, one-bedroom apartment, so that a man wants to invest. You know, like I'm a doer. I don't complain. You know. But these men these days, then they start dangling a relationship in front of your face. Yeah, they all think they're relationship material. And then you go to that guy's apartment and it looks like a haunted house, like a Disney haunted house. You know, like, there's dust everywhere, spider webs, a skeleton in the corner. Like, this man has not cleaned this apartment since he moved in. You know, like, that's why I just resigned myself. I'm like, fuck it. If I want my champagne and caviar lifestyle, I need to go get an old rich white man who's close to dying. That's the only way. That's the only way I can get through this. But the downside is that I'm not even sexually attracted to white men like that. I'm sorry, like, I don't mean to offend, but it's that contrast, man, the skin tone is not, it kind of reminds me of those dermatology, medical textbooks, you know, like, on one side they have the healthy skin and then the other one is the one with the disease. So it's a bit rough, man. But no, I used to fight white girls back in the day.